Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplustudents.com. Log in there using your address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 math. Click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter coordinate plane. And the lessons we're going to cover today are objects on a coordinate plane, graph points on a coordinate plane, coordinate planes as a map, and follow directions on a coordinate plane. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Or coordinate plane, first lesson, that is objects on a coordinate plane. Okay, so first thing we need to learn is what is the coordinate plane. So I'm going to explain what is the coordinate plane. Just listen to me carefully, right? So coordinate plane is a two-dimensional surface formed by the two number lines, right? One is the horizontal number line that is known as x-axis, and the other one is the vertical number line, that is, this is the horizontal x-axis, that the horizontal line that is known as x-axis, and this is the vertical line that is known as y-axis. Here the both the x and y are 0, 0, right? So on the right hand side of the on the right hand side of the origin you have all the positive x values, and on the opposite side of the origin you have all the negative x values, right? Same way, above the origin you have all positive y values, and below the origin you have all negative y values, right? So this is basically the coordinate plane, right? Okay, so let's just start with the example. You have to find the position of a point on the coordinate plane. For example, here is a point, right? You need to look at this point. The has two values, the x values and the y values. You have to look at the x-axis for the point for the value of this point, and you have to look at the axis, right? Let's just start with the first example. Here you have what a blue pentagon. So you need to see the y coordinate, right? Means you have to look at the y coordinate y axis. Here is the blue pentagon. Just look at the y axis. Match it to the axis. Here is the value 6. That means the y coordinate blue pentagon is 6. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. See the coordinates of the pink octagon, right? You always the first value is always the x value, and the second value is always the y value. So here is the pink octagon. Match it to the x-axis. the y coordinate is 7. That's how you make the order is always the x coordinate and the second value is always the y coordinate, right? So option number 1 is the correction. 4, 7 is the correct option. Got it? That is option number 147. What is the y coordinate of the green octagon? So the octagon, right? You have to coordinate only. So just match it to the y coordinate. So it would be, here it is, it would be 10. The correct option is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, what is the x coordinate of the yellow star? So which is the correct option? You have to see the x coordinate. Here is yellow, match it to the x-axis. So the x coordinate is 6. So the correct option is 6. Got it? So the correct option is 6. What is the x coordinate of the circle? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 10. Very good. Option number 2 is the correct option. X coordinate of the circle. What is the x coordinate of the green pentagon? So the correct option is yes, 10. It is the x coordinate of the green octagon is again 10. The option is 10. What is the x coordinate of the pink circle? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 7. It is option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by your day today. And the next lesson is graph points on a coordinate plane. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, graph the point 4, 5 on the coordinate plane. So basically, we're going to learn how do we. Okay, so x is 4. Here is the x-axis and here is the 4. But you have to look at the y also. The y value is 5. Y value 5. So make a point that is exactly here you have 4 intersection of the x4 and y 5. So you can see those values on the x-axis. It is 4 and on the y-axis it is graph like this. You have to see the x-axis also and the y-axis also. Then you have to add a point on the intersection. So this point has the coordinates 4 and 5. Okay, graph the point 8 plane. So you have to plot the point 8, 4. So x is 8 and y is 4. Here is x8 and here is y4, right? So just make a point on the intersection of the coordinates. So here is x is 8 and the origin, you move 8 right unit and move up 4 unit. That is 6, 8 and 4. Got it? That's how we graph the points on the coordinate plane. Okay, let's see if we have another example because for this lesson, we don't have any tutorial. You need to find the chapter and to do the practice questions from the book, as many as you can. But the practice questions, right? Okay, let me just move on to next lesson. Basically, graphing the points on the coordinate plane is an easy thing. Okay, the next lesson is coordinate plane as maps. So how do we, where do we use the coordinate plane? That's actually the use of the coordinates plane. You can use the coordinates plane as a, let's just start with the first example. We walked from the art supply store to the library and then from the library to the hotel. How far did Richard walk in all? So you have to see. He started from art supply store. Where is art supply store? Here is this is the art supply store. So he started from here, right? And store to library. He started from here and then went to, sorry, he started from here and went to library. Here is the library you can see here, right? Then from the library to the hotel. So from here to here. How far did Richard walk in all? You have to count the distance from here to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means the distance from the art supply store to library and from library to hotel, the total distance is 5. Got it? So the correct option is 5. You can see here the Richard walk. Let's just start with the test questions. The science lab. So you need to calculate the distance from the furniture store to the science lab. Okay, so from furniture store to science lab, right? So where is the furniture store? Here is the furniture store, and here is the science lab. So how much the distance between furniture store and science lab is only 1 unit. The correct option is 1 unit. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? 1 unit it is. Okay, the next one is, where is the toy store? You have to see the toy store, right? So you can see basically writing the coordinates on every point is difficult. If you write the points on the coordinates on every point, then you cannot understand the graph. So here that is the marks you need to find. This is the toy store. To see the location, that is 6, x is 6, and y is 2. So the toy store is 6 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? The toy store is at 6 2. Option number 1 is the Tarrell walked from the art supply store to the theater and then from theater to the hardware store. How far did Tarrell walk in all? Okay, started from art supply store. Here is the art supply store to theater. So here is the theater. And then from theater to the hardware store. So theater to here is the hardware. Now you need to calculate the distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The distance is 5. The correct option is 5 units, right? 5 units. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? What is add 4? So which is the correct option? At 4 you have hardware store. The correct option is option number 1. Hardware store it is. How far is it from the pet store, the magic shop? So you have to find a distance from pet store to magic shop. So which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option, right? The distance is 1 point. The correct option is 1 unit. Option 2 is the correct option. Rake from science lab to the garbage dump and then from the garbage dump to the post office. How far did Reagan walk in all? So from science lab to garbage dump and from, so which is the correct option? That is 4 units. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Where is the hamburger joint? So which is the correct option? No one is answering the questions. You guys just here for the chat, right? Here is the hamburger joint, right? That is 6 and 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. Good. How far is it for dry cleaners to match up? So which is the correct option? That is, if it's easy, then why you guys are not answering? The correct option is 4. That it easy. That doesn't mean you're not answering. What is at 4 correct option? At 4, 3 we have dry cleaners. The correct option is dry cleaners, right? Shontal walked from the flower shop to the magic shop and then from the magic shop to the office supply store. How far did the Shontal walk in also? Which is the correct option? Hmm. Flower shop to magic shop. The correct option is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's move on to next lesson. The next lesson is follow directions on a coordinate plane. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the test questions. You start at 310, you move left 1 unit. Where do you end? Okay, so you start at 310. First go to 310, x is 3 and y is 10. Here is 310. You started from here. You go left 1 unit, right? You have to move. You need to follow and you need to move left 1 unit. Here you moved. What where do you end? You need to find the where you do you end. Basically, you have to find the coordinates of this point. Now look at the x-axis, that is 2, and y that is 10. So that means the correct option for the new point is the correct option is 2 and 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you start at 5 9. You move 5 3 units left. Where do you end? You have to move left, right? 5 and 9. Here you are, right? You left 3 points. 1, 2, 3. You end up on 2 and 9. X is 2, Y is 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you started at 3 3. You move down 1 unit. Where do you end? So That is 3, 2. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Next one is start at 8, 3. You move to 100. Where do you end? So, which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? You moved right, right? So, the correct option is 9, 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. You start at 410. You move left 4 points. Where do you end? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is you moved left 4 points, right? 0, 10 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Okay, the next one is you start at 0, 0. You move right 2 units. Where do you end? So, which is the correct option? Two zero. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Start at 3, 8. You right, move right 4 units. Where do you end? So, which is the correct option? Seven, 8 is the correct option, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. Do you two unit left, 310 it is, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Since we have covered planes today are objects on a graph points on a coordinate plane. Coordinate planes is a map. Follow direction on a coordinate plane. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session, right? So you still need help with any of the lesson. Here is the chat button. You can simply click on this button and all the tutors are available there to help you, right? So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can. I'm here to answer all your questions if you have any.